Welcome back to my Twitch stream. It's Freebie Friday, as some of you may know. I'm Zerb, and we just spent about 1.5 hours with Stranger Things 3, the game. It was nice, and yeah, but now we have a second game, also off of the Epic Mega Games site. So that's something you will probably be wanting to take a look at if you're a fan of having multiple games each week to play for free. Again, last game was more of an adventure game. I kind of enjoyed it, but yeah, basically after 1.5 hours we ran into a puzzle where I really couldn't be arsed to yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to, how should I say? I couldn't bring myself to continue from that point in time. It was just like, yeah, no, we now have a puzzle that's kind of, yeah, it's something's wrong here. There's absolutely no reason this should be going this way. And so for that reason, we stopped that. I'm kind of hoping this game will be a little bit different in that respect. This is AER, Memories of Old. This game, for me, is a completely blank slate. I have absolutely no idea what we're getting into. I have my gamepad ready, I have my keyboard and my mouse ready. I need to ready a beer, I just noticed. But yeah, so it will be interesting to see what exactly comes out of this particular game. I'm just kind of resetting quick. I'm gonna smoke one in a bit and grab a beer because we did just get off of the Stranger Things 3 stream. And then we'll go through settings and everything. In fact, we can go through settings right now. No harm, no foul in doing that. Video 1980 full screen, anti-sync, anti-aliasing we do not need. I still don't know what SSAO even is. So, but yeah, there's not much we can do as far as graphics settings here goes, so okay. Audio settings, we have master music and effects. And what are our gameplay settings? Horizontal sensitivity, vertical sensitivity, tilt camera in air. Invert bird Y, invert camera X. There isn't even really much we can do in the way of settings. We can't really change the controls or anything, it appears. It is accepting input from my pad, so that's definitely a good sign, because I get a feeling this is... The first impression is definitely more of a console game, not in a bad way. But yeah, it just seems like something that would be more like a PlayStation 3 game than a PC game per se. So I'm gonna go grab a quick beer, have a smoke, and leave you guys with what will hopefully be a wonderful intro screenshot for YouTube. And I'll be right back in like a minute or two. And I'm back. So, sorry for that slight delay, but oh yeah, that sip of beer was very good. So, since we can't do much for the settings, but it does appear to be swallowing our gamepad, so to speak, let's just go to New Game, press A, and see what happens. Again, I have absolutely no idea what's coming, what's headed our way. I didn't even read the description. So, Auk, listen. I know you're eager to explore, but pilgrimage is important to the people of the sky. Okay, I assume that A means press A. As you know, in the early days before the great... I just thought of something. A backlit Xbox pad would be really, really nice. Because it also showed the color of that button, but I can't actually see the colors. Dude, LED backlighting for an Xbox 360 pad? I think yeah, I gotta look at into that. As you know, in the early days before the Great Divide, the lands were very different from now. Instead of islands in the sky, the lands were one, and the ancients inhabited the world. They built great structures, among them 3 temples here in the land of the gods. Your journey will lead you to all 3 of them. But something changed. The ancients somehow caused the Great Divide, shattered the lands, and left us with islands in the sky. The priestess Kara prayed by the lighthouse and found answers that helped our people survive the great cataclysm. The first step for every pilgrim is to visit Kara's shrine. So go on in, Auk. I will wait for you outside. Interesting graphics style. Not bad at all. Just intentionally left with like few textures, and so you can actually see the polygons. I have. A is to jump. Okay. We double jump? No, we can't. But very nice, very fluid motion. I don't in any way have the impression that I'm doing anything like unknown. But yeah, A read. I wanted to, but it jumps. In the land of the gods there were 3, in the 3 houses slumbering in eternal skies. Guesses I'm supposed to either jump over and up there. Goes glitch, but doesn't seem to be able to get up. Memory of light in our hearts, shining with the name of Kara, our lantern guided and protected us when the world shattered and we became the people of the sky. I don't know why, but this layout reminds me of, called Shadowfang Depths, I think? No, not Shadowfang Depths. Shadow Coil Depths, or something like that, in World of Warcraft. One where you have that big turtle in the middle and you're also just constantly jumping from boss to boss, like across platforms, similar to here. Not sure well, right, oh, I think it resets the camera. Our view setting. Enter the Hall of Mystery where sleeps the light of Kara. It never went out while she was alive. Ask and maybe it will shine forth to answer you. Oh, let's just assume that that's up here somewhere. There's a map on Y. None of the other buttons seem to have any function. Again, I like the graphic style here. I think it's interesting to just go with these untextured polygons. Kind of strips the game down to its bare bones, if you understand what I mean. If the game's too loud, please tell me, because that was actually quite loud, surprisingly. What's this going on? What's this ISO stuff? X is my lantern, okay. Crack those things appear to be starting to fall down, so we may want to get out of here. Assuming that that's what the game's trying to incentivize at this point in time. It's not incentivizing going that way anymore. Like a big jump. I get a feeling it's are telling us to follow these lanterns. All not looking like it's going to fun very long. There's still no button for running. There's still no button for running. I'm not sure what the basic premise of this game is yet. I'm fairly certain we're going to find out relatively soon, but... I like the loading display. That's a bit novel. Just the fact that it comes out from the side and meets in the center. It's just finally someone decided to do this a little bit differently than just a freaking bar that goes from left to right. Hell, in some games I would just be happy if the bar went from right to left. Because it's just like always the same thing. Please fill this bar from left to right. Oh, we're loading. Please wait until this bar fills from left to right. Yeah, this actually goes from the outside in. That's like, they get bonus points, if nothing else, just for that. So, Auk, you made it out okay. Thank the gods you're alright. What happened in there? I thought the worst when the cave collapsed. Is that the lantern? Strange. That lantern is an ancient artifact called Kara's Light. Somehow it shines for you. It's the first time in generation. Keep it safe for now. I'll stay here to investigate the shrine. Meanwhile, you should continue their pilgrimage. There's a village over by the lighthouse. Just follow the kites to get there. Talk to Dana when you arrive. She will tell you where to go next. When jumping A, transform. Oh my god! I'm a... Seriously? Oh my god, I'm a freaking... I'm a hawk. I'm a bird. Oops. Does it flap automatically? No, you have to flap by yourself, but... I'm a fucking bird. Okay. Now that was not something I expected in any way, shape, or form. Ouch, this is gonna hurt. He just jumped up and turned into a bird. How fucking awesome is that? Just the idea. But where was the map? lighthouse appears to be straight in front of me. I'm a fucking bird. So, even if the game itself winds up sucking, oh, just a basic premise, and yeah, bonus points. You just jump up and turn into a bird. How ultra awesome is that? Oh my god, can I do a loop? No, it won't go quite that far. Oh, you can totally dive bomb. I'm assuming this is the lighthouse? I'm a fucking bird. How awesome is that? The lighthouse is actually still way over somewhere, apparently. Oh, yeah. The lighthouse is... I'm guessing that thing over there looks like a lighthouse. Looking up? Not looking high enough? Is that the problem? Bearings first. That's the wrong button. So where is that lighthouse? That lighthouse is now left behind me. Is that up there somewhere? Or what? That was totally not what we wanted to do. But right now it should theoretically be like right here. But that's like totally wrong. There's nothing here. Oh wait. I think I might figure this out. I mean, maybe this game is just like in early access or something like that. Maybe it's not even, just not even finished. I don't, but I mean, again, Epic Mega Games is giving it away for free, so I would assume that it's a completed game. But where is there supposed to be a lighthouse over here? That's what I don't get. Quest log somewhere? This is the lighthouse. House of Light. Maybe that's what they mean with lighthouse. Pilgrim Study. I think it said something about us having to go here. Can't read this. Maybe Edvin knows how to decipher it. Okay. Read it. Find this Medvin guy. But what I don't like is the game doesn't seem to do very much in the way of guiding your progress. I'm completely unsure of any premise or any reason of what the hell I'm doing here. Like, okay, I was now in what is apparently the lighthouse, but I can't really... Done, and I took care of those. Ah, so it just had to load like a new zone, apparently. We'll find a place just north of here, continue beyond the clouds.
Hey.
Northwest of here. Find the eventide central area. It's just a little kid who does... Oh, wait. Up the north. So do I just have to fly up to like the hell knows where just because I can? Is that the whole premise of this game? Just fly for forever and a day? Till you actually find something worth finding? I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but kind of annoying that you have to keep pressing B. That almost went horribly wrong. Oh, but I can see lights out there, so maybe that's where I need to go. Ah, Windsong Falls. Yeah, basically that's what you do. You just fly around and explore, apparently. I mean, I like this, like, stylized hawk or falcon or whatever it's supposed to be. Don't like this, it's just really completely unclear of what I'm supposed to be doing in any way, shape, or form. Do I have to, like, land on that as a hawk or something like that? Feels horribly. Completely unsure what we're supposed to be doing in this game. Ah! What I don't get is like what I'm supposed to do with these shrines. Or even if if I'm supposed to do anything. That kind of sucks when you just have no idea what the hell you're supposed to be doing again. Open world is nice and everything, but again, if you have no idea what the hell you're supposed to be doing in that world, then that kind of sucks. We were flying around like an eagle. Apparently because you are an eagle. Does definitely. Count for a bonus point or two. Yeah, but I mean, basically you just fly around pressing B. I don't really see very much gameplay beyond that. It's cool. And once you add into that the issue of really not having even the slightest clue of what you're supposed to be doing. It screws it up a bit. I found what appear to be like 2 of those shrines, but there's how the hell do I interact with them? And there's no like control menu that I could open to find out. What is this? Like a shrine or something? That's what bothers me, is you the idea of what the hell you're actually supposed to be doing. You're flying around like an eagle, yeah, okay, that much I've figured out, but like any gameplay past that, beyond that? Or is it just like fly around every so often, find something that you might be able to interact with and maybe get lucky, or... That is definitely a coolest factor to zipping through a settlement like that. Did you see that? That was hilarious. And just literally smashing through here, like through like this town, like greased lightning. There's definitely an awesomeness factor to that. It doesn't seem to be apparent anything that can cause us any damage in any way, shape, or form. Other than maybe falling into the abyss. I get a feeling that might very well be possible. Then again, it's basically impossible if you've understood how the turn me into my own mount control works. But I mean, we've been playing this game for half an hour or something like that now, and I still don't have the slightest clue what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Well, this looks like it might be interesting. Ah! That was the wrong button. Okay, so we found big shrine. Fly out over in that direction to see what we find, because that appears to be like the last part of the map in this area that we haven't explored. But I mean, it kind of doesn't matter how much of the map we explore if we have no idea what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Whoa. Oh. A for A or anything for interact button. Just, yeah. Nothing really going on. And overall, yeah, it's beautiful. Just in its own certain graphic style, but what is all good? What good does all of that do us if we can't figure out what the hell we're supposed to be doing other than just randomly flying around? Hey, read. Ah, finally. Where's in the close northeast? Else here I might want to read. Ah! Uh-oh. I don't see a way into anything now. There, maybe? Oh, not quite. The music is also nice and calming. I mean, this is, to be honest, even if I still can't figure out what the hell I'm doing, this is the kind of game where when I just want to just like do absolutely nothing, you understand what I mean? This is the kind of game where I would be tempted to pick it up and just zip around, completely impervious to all the elements and just fly around doing nothing. This is... even not having the slightest clue of what I'm supposed to be doing in this game, it's still kind of entertaining. But there's nothing out here. Oh, and it actually resets me back to somewhere. It'll reset you to somewhere inside then if you do that. And I'm guessing these are like speed boosters. Again, just flying around here is kind of cool. I wonder how far we can fly. Whoa! Are we? So why would that push us out there? That's kind of pointless. This is cool, right? Beautiful, man. Again, we still haven't the slightest clue what we are doing. But it is still somewhat entertaining. I mean, we've seen the entire map as far as we can tell. Doesn't appear to be anything else for us to directly see, so this isn't like a huge game. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm starting to think it may not even actually be a released game, or may like be something that's still in early access. I mean, it feels like something that's in early access that could be a truly cool game. That's what it feels like, but I do think it is actually a released game that they're giving away for free. And I can totally understand why Epic Mega Games would give away this and Stranger Things 3, that adventure game, together on the same weekend, because together they do amount to like an A-class title, because you do have like the adventure element from Stranger Things, and you have some really nice gameplay elements in this. But Stranger Things, kind of blocked us off by having a challenge that was just irrational. Because, I mean, it was just, what the hell else were we supposed to do? And that was the point where we stopped that. I mean, again, if you like puzzle and adventure games, definitely an interesting game. Definitely worth a look at. And if you like just flying around like a hawk, then this is definitely also a very cool game to have, especially considering that we're getting it for free this weekend. But again, my main issue is that I just can't figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing other than just looking at like stuff, and maybe every so often like reading a stone tablet with some lore on it. And to me, that's not a game. That's a tutorial for a game, or a great basic framework. And I have no problem with the idea of a game being without conflict or something like that. Au contraire. But yeah, this game seems to be without any sort of real. I mean, there does seem to be some sort of a coherent story with the shrines and the whatever and like this bird form that I've got. But this whole thing seems almost like more like a prologue, so to speak. Kind of like how should I say? This seems almost like a teaser for the actual game, if you understand what I mean. Kind of like, yeah, you can fly around like this, and you can read these tablets, and yeah, okay, that's like the prologue, the intro story to a game where you're, to put it in World of Warcraft terms, like some sort of druid archaeologist. So you run around, you don't necessarily have some sort of conflict, but you're running around grabbing like materials and things like that, and digging up archaeological sites, and of course you turn into your hawk form. That I think would almost make for more engaging gameplay. I mean, the controls of the Falcon are nice, considering the very limited amount of controls that appear to be used in this game. I would have really liked for flap to be on like right throttle or something like that, and just have that, or if nothing else, just have it be something constant that goes on, so you don't have to press it every time you want to flap. But yeah, I mean, again, we have a unique graphics style, which, even though I like it, does kind of lend to the whole, this is actually like an early access game flair of the whole thing. And yeah, again, I like the mechanics. The flight mechanics, I really like. No question about that. But it just doesn't feel like a finished game. That's the problem. Unless really the whole premise is just to fly around and read those tablets, because as far as I can tell, we've already unlocked the entire world. Those shrines don't really seem to do much. I mean, we're going to take a look at it again for like another quarter of an hour or so. I'll be right back. So again, here I'm back. Nice big sip of beer. Cheers. So we're definitely going to fly around here a little bit more again. Obviously now headed more in a southerly direction. Because the whole thing is really, overall, it's just nice. Get up quite a bit of speed too, especially flying like semi downhill, so to speak, as we are now. Even getting the slipstream, we could probably just go completely nuts. But these slipstreams are really nice for like even faster transport. Just want to go from A to B. At this point, we're probably already moving insanely fast, especially for a bird. We're already back down to King's Pass. That didn't work. Again, it's really nice and cool the way we fly around here. Really enjoy that. Just the initial shock factor of press X after jumping to transform, and then wham, we're all of a sudden flying around as a hawk. That was awesome sauce. That really promised a lot. Or or let's say that moment just really gave you the impression that, oh, this could be really nuts and really crazy, and yeah, unfortunately it wasn't. Unfortunately, the whole thing turned out to be more of a, as much as I don't want to say it, a bit of a disappointment. We still can't interact with any of these shrines. So we're like supposed to visit them, but what good's that supposed to do us? And that's the thing. I mean, you've got the shrines themselves as markers, kind of like. But yeah, when you go there, nothing happens. So. Really too bad. I could have well imagined this being a really fun game. Just not really turning out that way, is it? Let's see what happens if we go back over to the lighthouse. We get back to that initial settlement and talk to those guys again. Maybe I just clicked past it so fast that legitimately don't have the slightest fucking idea, even though we were told in very, very plain words. Just make sure. Fairly certain I was out here on this last island. The music is cool, the atmosphere is cool, I love the bright color palette. This is where we initially came out. Can't even talk to him anymore? Birds, can I do anything with them? No, not really. What would they do? There is apparently something other than us bird folk here. I like the way we don't seem to be able to take fall damage.
Yo!
Winsong Falls. Huh? Oh, am I supposed to use the... Yes, I need a reminder. Northwest, Eventide Sanctuary, okay. Already it? This must be the lighthouse, huh? Now, we maybe do have a clue what we're supposed to do. Bit northwest, so that... Falls then? Really? Twilight Lake. Whoa, what's that? Could it be anything I can do here? So we continue on our trip northwest, assuming that that is going to be the first shrine. But it does look like a shrine. Gotta give it that. Anything around it here can call itself a shrine. This, I think, is the one where we already went to, wasn't it? Oh no. Wisdom of her words and the refuge she gave us. Spirit animals helped her hide the way in. Behind falling waves, marked by sun and moon. In the close northeast. Behind falling waves, marked by sun and moon. But behind that waterfall then. Here goes nothing. Reactions? No. But of course, exactly when I was totally unsure of what we're doing here. Really not doing all that much more good, take one last look at that. Maybe we can figure this puzzle out. Long waves marked by sun and moon. Close north. The northeast, right? Or were we looking wrong the whole time? Oh, does it already send us automatically in another direction? So much for that theory. see remotely like any sort of entrance anywhere. It's kind of disappointing because I really want to like this game. And again, from just the flying around aspect, I do. Quite entertaining. But a game with no goals is not a game. It's a tech demo. And so yeah, unfortunately, that's really also going to be my unfortunate verdict of this game, is that yeah, the technology's a lot of fun to play with. I just wish somebody would have actually made a completed game out of it. Because the general premise, again, is fun. Without a question. But there's just absolutely no real rhyme or reason to any of what we're doing, it appears. I'm just kind of completely randomly running around here doing who the hell knows. Maybe this shrine will tell us more, but yeah, I don't think so, because we've actually visited these before. And we weren't able to interact with them at all. So it's like, okay, we've got this awesome gameplay concept. This would have been nice if someone would have actually gone and actually made a game out of it. So yeah, that's going to be our very unfortunate verdict for this game, is that the controls are fun. The gameplay, as far as it seems to exist, is fun. I actually like the unique, unfinished, so to speak, graphics concept and the bright colors. It actually, and the music is excellent. I mean, it's just nice and soothing. I could fly around here just randomly for, well, not for hours, because there really isn't all that much to do other than like speed running and like trying to find out what's the smallest little. What happened here? I feel sorry for that little fox. That's the problem, is that there's really nothing much to do out here. I mean, you've got some animals, you've got some wildlife. It's like it feels like almost like the entire world was created and everything, and someone just kind of forgot to actually create a game under it. No. We just got through that. That's what it feels like. It's like somebody had an awesome idea and they just completely forgot to turn it into a game. Where does it put us back? That's actually really interesting to find out. 2 kings pass. So yeah, unfortunately that's going to be our verdict to this game, is that it shows a lot of potential, I personally think the graphic style with just polygons only, without all too much in the way of textures over top, is actually kind of cool. But yeah, again, somebody had a great idea, and the controls are great. The music is beautifully soothing. I mean, you can hear it in the background. Again, they just forgot to actually make a computer game out of it and not a tech demo. And that's very unfortunate because, yeah, I mean, if you remember my initial reactions to the controls were great. My initial reaction to the graphic style was actually not too bad at all. Again, I do kind of like this overall style, especially when you look at the rest of the world, because it does have like this just good mood, pastel, everything is flowers and honey type feeling to it. Yeah, again, I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels. I just wish they would have actually written a game to go along with all of this. So, yeah, that's Freebie Friday Part 2 from Epic Mega Games. I didn't expect this at all, for this also to wind up being this short. I was hoping that at least one of these would be something that would engage us a little bit longer. Maybe I'll give one of these another chance at some point in time. I'll definitely leave them on my hard drive. Neither of them are particularly large. They're definitely something I can take another look at some point in time. But yeah, what freebies do I currently still have? I'll find something. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be back with another game that is permanently free that I already have on my hard drive. So yeah, Freebie Friday Part 2. Again, it was wonderful seeing you guys here. And I'll be back in about 5 minutes with... I'll figure something out. Cheers!